Good afternoon, on what is a mild grey and cloudy day. It is Thursday, the 15th of August, and I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. What I'm going to pull out of here is Death in Deep Space. So, escape the dark sector, no one can hear you scream. Inside this book, you will find contextual death scenes for Escape the Dark Sector, adding a whole new dimension to the experience. No matter which chapter, item, or boss brings about your untimely death, simply flip to the corresponding page of this book for full immersion into the final events of your quest. Featuring over 100 vividly described death scenes, learn the story of your character's demise in all its gruesome detail and complete narrative closer to every adventure, covers all content from Escape the Dark Sector missions packs 1, 2, 3, and the Sector Collector's Box. A copy of the Escape the Dark Sector is required to use the book. This is Themeborne, and it's an expansion for the Escape the Dark Sector board game. Now, Escape the Dark Sector, the board game, is based upon Escape the Dark Castle, a very fighting fantasy style game in which 3 or 4 players attempt to escape from, in the case of Escape from the Dark Castle, basically the cell they've been in, and they prepare a deck, draw cards from the deck, and each card is an encounter where there might be a difficulty they have to overcome before finally encountering the big boss that's keeping them in the castle, either dying or overcoming that in order to escape into a better life beyond the walls of the castle. In the case of Escape the Dark Sector, the player characters begin in the cell. They've got to get across this space station, again, essentially drawing cards, having encounters, overcoming them, and surviving to face the big threat, which has actually kept their spaceship locked down at the space station and themselves locked up in a cell in order to escape the space station and the dark sector. So, if at any point your character dies in one of these games, in particular when you're facing the big bad, the final villain at the end, you really just essentially, you've got a bit of text, tells you how you fight it, how you defeat it. It doesn't tell you how you die, and this is where this book comes in, because it references all of the different encounters you can have at the end of the game, and there are actually quite a lot of them, so there's quite a lot of replay value within the game itself. And with this, each time you encounter a different one, if you fail, you get to read out the death. So, for example, DSTTT Chapter 3, a high caliber round explodes through your chest, collapsing a lung and leaving a gaping exit wound. The impact knocks you onto your back as the security bot continues its relentless advance. Wheezing up mucus and gore, your suffering is swiftly ended beneath the android's tracks as it rolls right over you, its immense weight flattening your skull. Your death is swiftly followed by the merciless slaughter of your crewmates. In time, your smouldering carcasses are dragged away and blown out the nearest airlock. Your only legacy is a stain on the gangway. Or let's have a look. DCSC Chapter 26. The alien pins you and it begins its furious instinctive mutilation. Sharp claws raking over you again and again at high speed, like the motion of an industrial turbine shredding your spacesuit, your skin, your flesh, into ever finer slithers until it falls from the bone, leaving you a slick, quivering carcass. Your death is swiftly followed by the mirthless slaughter of your crewmates. All your remains are later scraped into a garbage compactor and pulverized, leaving you to scorch your most memorable achievement. Your adventure ends here. So what we've got inside, we've got, actually this is nicely embossed there if you have a, and then you have introduction explaining how you use the book, and then the table of contents, and then we're really into the particular entries of each gruesome, vile death. And it's, I mean, basically both Escape from the Dark Castle and Escape from the Dark Sector are really part of the play. Is it's kind of twofold. It's one, to actually escape, to succeed at the game, to beat it. But the other is that vicarious feel of of having failed, and this actually adds that sort of that just caps it. It explains why you failed, how you failed, and the consequences. You're just going, oh, it's like watching someone's death in a horror film. It's known that it's your character going to die. You know, if you're faced that you're watching Alien, you know, how Kane is going to die. Just watching it, you know, is a sense of enjoyment because of what's happening, because of the horror of it. And that's what Death in Deep Space does when you're playing to Escape the Dark Sector. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box, a new book or game, or in this case, an expansion to the deaths in a board game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.